Boys and girls, today we are going to be reading the last big book. I call it big book because these are like the big books that we would read at the carpet, except it's online. But it's the last big book of first grade. We are getting very, very close to finishing the school year. So let's go ahead and knock this one out. Why don't we do that? After we read this, you are going to be doing this, which you're familiar with. It's to help you retell nonfiction text. So let's go ahead and take a look at what you're going to be answering before. That way you can have it in your mind as we read. So when you are retelling nonfiction text, you need to answer what the main idea is. You need to list facts that you've learned. I've said this time and time again. These two sentence frames are just two. You don't have to just give me two. I would encourage you and I want you to give me more facts that you've learned, and then at the end, tell me what the story reminded you of. It could be a connection to the world, to another story, or to an experience that you have had. So, let's get started. Sound and Light, The Light Around Us by Kathy Burgang. So it says here, pictures to think about. Take a look at those. I want you to understand how light is important to everyday life. I want you to identify the 3 different ways that light can move when objects are placed in its path. The light around us and the table of contents are here in this blue box. The table of contents holds the chapters and what page the chapters start on. Words to think about that you will see in this text are clear, the boy sees through the clear window. Cloudy, the cloudy sky shows that a storm is coming. Light, we use light from a flashlight to see in the dark. Shadow, the child's hands make a shadow on the ground. Shines, light shines on the book. Straight, the train is moving in a straight line. You can always do these in your shared reading, in your vocabulary book. Also, introduction, we use light every day. Flashlights, lamps, and headlights help people see at night. Sunlight and fire provide heat. The football field uses lights at night. Light is all around us. Why do we need light? Where does light come from? In this book, you will learn about how different objects give off light. Where is the light coming from? Chapter 1, Seeing Objects. Our eyes cannot see in the dark. We need light around us to see. We use light and our eyes to tell the shape and color of objects. Light allows us to see things in the dark. Light helps us know where we are going. Sunlight and fire give off their own light. Light bulbs give off light also. Light shines on other objects so we can see them. Lamp, flashlight, sunlight, fire. What other kinds of light can you think of? How can we use each of these sources of light? Chapter 2, How Light Moves. Light moves in a straight line. Some objects allow light to pass through, other objects block light. Most of our light on Earth comes from the sun. Light passes all the way through clear objects such as glass. Light passes partly through cloudy objects such as wax paper. Most of our light on Earth comes from the sun. Light moves all the way through the glass. The wax paper blocks some of the light from passing through. Light is a kind of energy. Light cannot pass through solid objects such as wood. The object blocks the light. Light bounces off the wood. It does not go through the wood. When an object blocks light, a shadow is formed. The shadow is the same shape as the object. When light shines on the front of you, a shadow forms behind you. Chapter 3, Exploring Light. You can explore light and how it moves. Find different objects. Observe how much light passes through each one. Teddy bear, fishbowl, shower curtain. Which of these objects can make a shadow? Light bounces off mirrors and other shiny objects. You can see yourself in the object. Which shiny objects can you find? Protecting eyes. Do not shine a light into the face of a person or an animal. When light bounces off a mirror, you can see the object that is in front of the mirror. Conclusion. Light is important in everyday life. Light helps people see in the dark, and some sources of light provide heat. The boys use a flashlight to read at night. Light can pass through different objects all the way, part of the way, or not at all. You can see the example of the glasses. It says all. The example of the cup says part of, and the blocks it says not at all. Alright, so if you look here, the glossary is like a little mini dictionary in the back of a book. It has the definition of some words that are in the story, plus the page that you can find that word in. And then the index, it has words that are found in the text, plus the pages where they are found. If you want to do a little extra, you can read this here with me. So it says about Thomas Alva Edison. He was born February 11th, 1847, but he died October 18th, 1931. He was born in Milan, Ohio. What did he do? Thomas Alva Edison invented the first system of sending electric lights to homes and businesses. How did he do it? For years, Edison conducted research. He tried many new ideas. In the 1800s, his work paid off. He was the first person to find a way to use electricity for lights. Edison's contribution. Many of Edison's inventions changed our lives. The use of light bulbs changed the way people live and work. It's your turn. Think about an invention that could change the way people live and work today. Talk about ideas. So let's go ahead and do this. I want you to do this in your journal that I sent home. It's blank, it has blank pages. I want you to use the frames that are highlighted in blue, starting with the main idea of the story was. Give me facts that you've learned. Again, I don't want just 2. I want you to push yourself and give me more. And then finally, tell me what the story reminded you of. All right, boys and girls, I can't wait to see what you came up with. I will talk to you soon. Bye.